Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi everyone, and welcome back. If you are new here, please subscribe. Hi everyone, and welcome back. If you are wondering why I'm in my kitchen, it's because I wanted a change of scenery instead of me sitting at a depressing desk and acting like I am always talking about serious things, because I like to be funny and I like to do things like talk with a spatula because I don't have a microphone. So here we are in my kitchen. Also, you may notice that it's cleaner than normal. That's because I did clean the kitchen before I decided to start filming. Personal choice, because I didn't want people making fun of me. So here we are in my kitchen talking about whatever this video is going to be. Title pending. Put title here. Before we get started, if you are not subscribed already, please click that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, click the notification bell, because people haven't been getting notified that I'm posting videos, even though I don't have a lot of content out. But also, if you would like, comment, and already said subscribe. So do all those things and I'll be happy. I also thought it might be fun that if someone wants to ask me a random question in the comments for this video, in the next video, at the end of that video, I'll answer it. This video, obviously, we don't have that, but next video, we'll do that. So let's get started with today's topic. So I've seen a lot of people on Twitter talking about like, here's me 10 years later, or this was me 10 years ago, so it's like this 10-year challenge. I thought, well, first of all, here's me 10 years ago, insert picture of me 10 years ago. So you can see I'm probably the same, maybe different, maybe just looks like I'm really young, or if I still look that way, then you think that I am young, so thank you very much. What I was thinking about doing today is 10 things, or if I can get up to 10, I probably won't be able to get up to 10 things that I think my 10 years ago self, so when I was 20, because I'm 30 now, almost 31, my 10 years ago self would have liked to hear, or 10 things that I would have told myself 10 years ago to make my life a whole lot easier. So let's get into it. I don't know why I'm ripping this so hard. Number 1, stop. Just stop. No, stop always focusing on boys. Like, get off Tinder. You can live your life for yourself. Like, when I was 20 years old, I was like boy to boy to boy to boy, always talking to someone. I still do that because, you know, divorced and single. I think that I need to tell my younger self, hey, it's not about the men. I mean, sometimes it is, but it's not always about the men. Stop. You can get off your phone. You don't have to be texting someone 24/7, okay? 20-year-old self, thank you. That was number 1. Number 2, stop drinking so much alcohol and start eating vegetarian, because your IBS will thank you. When I was 20, I would drink a lot. I would eat like crappy foods. And now that I am a vegetarian, which, okay, you don't have to be a vegetarian, whatever. But now that I'm a vegetarian and I don't eat all that stuff, I don't have any IBS anymore. I wish I would have known that 10 years ago, because I had so many bad stomach aches and stuff that, like, why hadn't I done it sooner? Like, what was wrong with me? Was I stupid? Yes, the answer is yes. If I ever ask myself if I was stupid, the answer is always yes. Number 3, I think we're on number 3. Yeah, number 3, go see a therapist for your anxiety. I've never seen a therapist until recently, and you know what? I literally have like 0 to maybe like a 1 out of 10 of my anxiety and depression levels. Yeah, some days are really bad, but also like, why wasn't mental health issues like more talked about when I was younger? Because then I would have saw a therapist and would have like helped myself out. You know what I mean? Like I need to stop ripping this so hard. You know what I mean? It really would have helped me to know when I was 20 that a lot of the issues that I have would have been solved just by talking to someone about them. Younger self, go see a therapist, get some help, because you need it for your anxiety. Number 4, don't take things so seriously, and things will always get better, or hopefully will get better. I always used to take things and make them like the biggest deal in the world, but now looking back, it was like, those things weren't such a big deal. Things were a lot worse, and maybe this is the pandemic talking, but I'm telling you, like, I thought things were so worse than they were, and nothing can get as worse as things are now. 10 years ago, I keep saying my 10-year-old self, no, my 20-year-old self, don't take things so seriously. Like, have fun, live your life. Though you did sweat a lot. You did sweat a lot, like physically sweat, and that was a problem. Things will get better. Like, things will definitely get better. Number 5, start drinking coffee. Because you know what? When you were 20, you didn't drink coffee. You didn't start drinking coffee until you were out of college. And I don't know why that was. Coffee is amazing, and it helps you so much. And now I'm addicted. But you know what? Starbucks wasn't even around like that back then. It was, but 10 years ago it was a little bit different. Oh my God, it's been 10 years? Jeez. Yeah, so start drinking coffee. Not because I want you to have an addiction, but I like coffee so much now that I wish I would have started earlier. So please just start drinking coffee. Okay, thanks. Number 6. Is this number 6? Yeah, number 6. Lift weights. I know you, 20-year-old self, and all you did was cardio, and you were this skinny little thing, but you had the potential to lift weights and be strong like you are today. If I were to have started 10 years ago lifting instead of like 5 or 4 years like I did, I think I would be more happy with myself. And that's the body dysmorphia talking. I think I would be. I think I'd be really happy with you. Just start lifting. Like, don't be afraid of the gym. Don't be afraid of people, because no one knows what they're doing in the end of the day. Even adults don't know what they're doing. So, which brings me to number 7. Adults don't know what they're doing. My parents had me when they were 26, and when I was 26, I didn't know what I was doing. And now that I'm 30, I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm making videos on YouTube like this. I'm talking to the camera and yelling and being angry even though I'm not angry. Like, this is how I really talk. And usually I'm just like, whatever, let me make a TikTok, let me make something. But this is how I really talk, and people are gonna see it and they're gonna be like, oh my God, why do you talk so fast, and why are you so crazy? And why is there a 10-minute video of you talking to a spatula? Because I love myself. Yeah, adults don't know what they're talking about. Most adults do if they're like scientists. But normal adults don't have it figured out, and they have no clue. So you don't need to have it figured out, 20-year-old self. Okay? So on to the next one. Number 8. Is this number 8? It might be. Number 8. Don't be afraid to meet new people. When you were younger, you decided that, hey, like, this is the group that I'm destined to be with, and you didn't reach out to other people. And even to this day, you have a hard time making friends, which means you don't really have any friends other than people who are halfway across the country. So 20-year-old self, please go and make new friends, gay or straight. Please do that, because when you're 30, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't make new friends. It's really hard. And people on the internet, they follow you, but are they really your friend? Probably, but you have some issues, so make some new friends. Number 9, and this is probably one of the bigger ones. Don't take out those student loan debts. Get a second job, work, try to do anything in your power to not have student debt. Because when you're 30, you'll still have $30,000 worth of debt. And you'll say, hey, can the government help you during a pandemic? And they'll say, maybe. But seriously, you've been paying this off for so long that you really shouldn't have taken them out in the first place. And I know you wanted that college degree, but there were other things that you could do. You didn't have to spend your money on a whole bunch of stuff that you didn't need at the time. Spend that money on your student loans and save up, because when you're 30, you'd be like, oh, cool, now I have money to use and spend. A lot of people deal with the student loan debt, so it's not just a specific problem to myself. But when I was 20 years old, I had no clue what I was getting myself into. And they say, oh, like, you should know about debt and you should know about those things. They don't teach you that stuff in school. So when you get older, you're like, oh, why did I take these out? I don't know. If I knew all the stuff that I knew now when I was 20 or 18 years old, I wouldn't have taken out these student loans, or I would have done something differently. So don't take them out, or don't take them out at such a high interest. It's 8% right now for me. So yeah, don't do that. Okay, thanks. Number 10, and the last one, and this one is the stupidest one of all, but I thought it was most important because I wish I had done this. Not like a hoarding thing where it's like, keep all the stuff that you used to own because you're a hoarder. Keep all the stuff, like video games and all those things, because when you're 30 years old, you're like, oh, I wish I would have had that. I wish I would have kept that. Keep those things, because those are the things that matter. Physical things, not the relationships that you hold. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, like, I wish I had all of my, like, Pokemon and all my old games and stuff. When you're 30 years old, you go back and you're like, what did I do with those? I don't know. They were in the basement, and then I was like, let me sell them. Never sell your old stuff, because it has personal nostalgic value when you get older. So 20-year-old self, don't sell all those video games. Don't sell all of your stuff because you want the quick cash. Some of that stuff is important. And sometimes it's more important than the relationships that you have, especially when you're in a pandemic and you can't see your family and you can't see all that stuff. And the only thing that you want to play is Pokemon Red, but you don't remember where it was and you can't find it. So don't sell it. Also, I used to own a whole bunch of other like old systems and books and stuff, and then I sold them, and I regret it. So I know it was only 10, but here's the last one. Live your life. Because when you get older, and this is on a serious note, when you get older, there's going to be a lot of things, and I'm only 30 years old, so I have so much more time. I hope I have so much more time to do all the things that I love to do. So if I were to tell the biggest thing of all to my 20-year-old self 10 years ago is live life so you don't have regrets. Because when you are 30 years old, you might have to deal with a pandemic and have a midlife crisis way too early and stress out about not fulfilling all the things that you wanted to fulfill by this age. And you also might be divorced. And you might have gone through a whole bunch of stuff, but you know what? It makes you better in the end. So live your life where you won't have regrets, because you don't want to be 80 years old and be like, oh, I wish I took a chance on something. And you know what? This is probably things that I should abide by now, but I'm still not. So I hope this was insightful. I have been rambling on again for way too long, and you've been watching hopefully to the very end of me talking about stuff that I probably shouldn't be putting on the internet. But you know what? You've made it through this far, and I greatly appreciate it. Once again, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, click the notification bell, like, comment, all of those things. And remember, please post a comment or a question below, and I will answer it next time at the end of the video. We'll do like this little like question answer thing so people can get to know me. If you have stuck through this video so far, I greatly appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for following me on my content and watching me do stupid stuff on the internet. And I will see you guys in the next video, okay? Thanks, love you, bye.